it's Thursday and welcome to East Midlands Today with me, Monika Plaha. First tonight, a Leicester police sergeant who sparked international headlines over religious tensions has been cleared of misconduct by an independent investigation. Thousands of people called for Adam Ahmed to be suspended after he stopped a Hindu procession and arrested a community leader. That prompted furious claims and counterclaims about religious discrimination between Hindus and Muslims. This exclusive report is from our social affairs correspondent. Next tonight, Nottingham City Council is far from sustainable. That's according to a new report. Commissioners were appointed to help run the authority back in February, and now their first progress report is in. It says the council would need an increase in funding from central government of 70% or a council tax rise of 46% if it carried on operating as it has done. Well, our political reporter Hugh Caswell is with me now, and 46%, that would be a massive hike in bills.
Yeah, it's a staggering figure that would mean bills going up by hundreds and hundreds of pounds. But it's important to stress no one is actually expecting it to come to that. What this is.
In other news now, and a major road in Nottinghamshire has been closed for most of the day after a multi-vehicle crash left one person seriously injured. Handley from Derby, who was preparing for a solo row across the Atlantic Ocean. A Nottingham Volleyball Club has suspended its activities because of a broken boiler that's left their hall unsafe for players who live and work near to one of Britain's most bashed bridges have told us they're looking forward to the day when the problem is finally solved. The rail bridge over the A5 at Hinckley in Leicestershire often gets hit by lorries that are too big to drive through. That's despite signs warning of the height limit. Each time it happens, it causes delays for drivers and train passengers and costs tens of thousands of pounds. It's hoped a project to lower the road will mean an end to large vehicles bashing the bridge. Officials say that scheme could start in the spring. Simon Ward reports. Well, let's look at the sport now, and Colin is in. Now, Buxton was treated to a special musical rendition of Walking in the Air this morning. Musicians from the Snowman production invited school children to the park to surprise people with a mass sing-along. And Heidi Booth was there. How adorable was that Christmas concert? We love a Christmas concert. Anna, have you been to one so far this year at all?
Nativity. We've had the Nativity, my youngest Nativity earlier in the week. It's that time of year, Monica, when things get very busy in the schools. But weather-wise, it's not feeling...
Thank you so much. Well, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tonight with your late bulletin at around 10:30. I hope that you can join me then. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye. Hello there. First tonight, a Leicester police sergeant who sparked international headlines over religious tensions has been cleared of misconduct by an independent investigation. Thousands of people called for Adam Ahmed to be suspended after he stopped a Hindu procession and arrested a community leader. That prompted furious claims and counterclaims about discrimination between Hindus and Muslims. This exclusive report is from our social affairs correspondent. Next tonight, Nottingham is set to receive more than £3 million to push forward the regeneration of the Broadmarsh area. The money will fund its demolition. It's being provided by the East Midlands Mayor. The scheme is set to be approved on Monday. A major road in Nottinghamshire has been closed for most of the day after a multi-vehicle crash left one person seriously injured. Now, you may remember earlier this month we featured Vic Handley from Derby, who was preparing for a solo row across the Atlantic. Let's have a look at the weather now, and here's Anna with all the details. That's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning with your breakfast bulletins. Have a good night. Bye-bye.